Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello to you and welcome back to the channel where you join me today at the Dubai Motorshow to take a look at a brand new car that has just been released. Behind me, the new Corvette ZR1, the flagship of the line with 755 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to take a full look around at the exterior and the interior and see what the new car is all about. Let's start off taking a walk around then and talking a little bit about this car and what we're looking at right now. So the ZR1 comes in above the Z06, which was of course already the better version of the Stingray, and this car is finished in a stunning orange. It just looks so good with all the carbon fiber that you can see around it. And well, I don't really know where to start. Just have a look at the aggression, the new carbon fiber splitter, the fixed large rear wing at the rear, and just generally all around the thing. It's just shouting aggression. Now, the engine. Let's talk about the engine. The 6.2 litre V8, now with a new supercharger, 52% larger than before, and the supercharger, which is intercooled, creates this bulge in the bonnet hood with additional cooling and airflow holes that you can see around it. But that has 755 horsepower and 969 Newton meters of torque. That means it can go to a top speed of 335 kilometers an hour, 210 miles per hour. Huge performance, and it has over 400 kilos of downforce, 60% more than the Z06 had before, and you can see why when you look at it. There's a lot more in terms of openings around the front, the cooling, the airflow that can come into the additional radiators. It now has 4 more radiators than before, 13 in total. The carbon fiber splitter that runs the full width, the wider car with these end plates. In fact, a lot of it is carbon fiber, as you're going to see when I open up the engine bay shortly. The aggression even here of these gaps for airflow to come out of the car. The side skirt running the full length. And this car is Sebring Orange with design package, which basically means you get the orange brake discs, lots of touches on the inside. And then just look at this wing for a moment, just that we're back here. Look at the shape of that and the way it has these curves and shapes all to do with the aerodynamics. That is a monstrous thing. That is just crazy sitting on the back of there. What a ridiculous car. This is an optional higher wing for the car, but then we come down to the bottom where the traditional familiar 4 inline exhaust pipes, exhaust tips, will no doubt make the most monumental of noises that you could imagine. So it ticks a fair few boxes in terms of aggression and design. It develops the Z06 even further. There's a decent amount of luggage space back there, although when you open up this hatch with that wing in place, I'm not quite sure how you get to it, but that's another question. We'll open the doors for the moment, just have a look at the interior where you can see more of the design package, so the stitching that you've got around the car, the orange on the seat belts as well, the bronzy orange, and in here, well, we've seen a little bit of the car before. I've driven the Z06 before, so you have all sorts of track telemetry, like the carbon fiber all the way around the instrument panel, with that silver painted section as well, looking quite nice, but carbon all the way through to the central screen, the center console, and you can have the car actually, for the first time in a ZR1, with an 8-speed auto or with a 7-speed manual, depending how you want it. This car has the automatic setup, but the driving purists no doubt will want the manual. And when you think about how much power this actually is, it's 105 horsepower more than the already fast Z06 and 88 Newton meters more. These numbers are insane. But let's open up the engine bay. Lever is down here. Give that a pull so we can come around and just have a look at the heart of this thing in here. So up we go. Actually, that's really cool, the way that opens and it leaves the bulge in the center. But you can see the underneath of this, all carbon fiber. It's actually really light just holding this. It's, yeah, doesn't take much movement. That's very light. Car is still over 1.5 tons, but mostly about the weight-saving element. I actually think this is really awesome, the way you look at those radiators, all to do with bringing the cool air through to the engine. Nice, very nice. Let's give this a close back down. There we go, the ZR1 logo with the blue accents. Blue and orange, complementary colours, although they don't initially seem it at first. Then we come through to the roof, again, the carbon fibre panel that can lift off and be put into the back in the convertible Corvettes. And here, just, yeah, look at the luggage space if you're interested. Back there, plenty and plenty of room, and you release the roof with the latch here. I think there's a button to open the back. There we go. And you pop that open and you'll see what I mean about the access to the luggage compartment. It opens just inside that wing space. But yes, a pretty savage track weapon that has some luggage capacity in the rear, enough space to just about squeeze some things, if, like I say, you can fit them over the wing, which is almost at like elbow height. Yes, quite ridiculous. Let's just close this back down, if I can work out how you close it down. Ah yes, it has the soft close, so it pulls itself down and in, which is very, very nice as well. So, look at this. This thing, no doubt, is going to go and slay racetracks around the world, set some phenomenal lap times. I mean, oh, I didn't close the door properly there. It just screams from the outset, look at me, I'm mental. I just wish we could hear it right now, but hopefully all in due course. It even has airflow coming through here, no doubt to do with the air management around the wheel areas. And also, by the way, if you have the track options, so the wing and the like, you get it with sticky rubber. Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s on here. How wide are they? That is always the question. 335. 335. That is ridiculously fat for rear tyres. That's boggled my mind just seeing that number. What do we have? What is the car wearing on the front? Let's see, can we zoom in on this? 235, so slightly more normal in terms of width of tyre, but still, no doubt, that's going to make a very, very playful and entertaining car to take out for a drive and enjoy. But Corvette, well, it's been a long-lasting sports car now. Just look at that view, actually. For good reason. Every generation makes fantastic cars at very reasonable prices, really, as well. But this, it'll be very interesting to see what they do with it, where it goes, how quick it can set lap times, and what it's like when they're actually out and driven on the road. Goodness me. It was launched a few days ago, so this is one of the first ever opportunities to take a look at it. It wears the ZR1 badging there, or the ZR1 you probably say if you're in America. An interesting Chevrolet have released it over here for the launch in the Middle East. Let's come back to have another look at the inside of the car. Might take a step inside our ZR1 carpets as well. The nice finishing. I do think the seats with the orange stitches is a really nice touch. And then you get, I think, the bronze style finisher for the trim around the parts that aren't carbon fibre, and there's a ZR1 badging inside there as well, if you want to see that. And then armrest for a little bit of storage in the center console. Passenger, I liked that when I drove it before, the digital display for the passenger to control the temperature and that side of things. And then you have the button here to scroll the screen down for a storage bay behind it. That's actually a really cool thing. You just press that button and it reveals or hides whatever you're trying to store away in there. So, head-up display. This thing's well equipped. You can see the system for that just inside the windscreen on the outside here. Decent technology, very user-friendly, incredible power, very high top speed, super aggressive looks. No doubt it has to just be spectacular. You can just walk around it and take this in all freaking day. The pearlescence of the paint color, the way the highs and the lows, the bright yellows, the darker oranges work as the light reflects and bounces off it as we walk around, contrasting the nice bright color with the carbon fiber as well. Let me know what you think, guys. Comment away. Is this going to break track records? Is this going to be a benchmarker of this time? I mean, near on 1,000 Newton meters, high horsepower numbers. This race is just getting insane. The performance and capabilities of cars that are available, I suppose, to you and I to buy and drive out on the roads. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this first look at the car. If there's any more information you'd like to know, do ask away in the comments. We'll do our best to find out. Otherwise, I hope I'm going to be featuring this car in more detail in the future. So watch this space, stay tuned. That's it for now though. Thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.